Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, Elijah Burke.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Smackdown on this January 3rd presentation. It is now 2007 in the world of the WWE. Don't look at that 2008 on the calendar. We are approaching WrestleMania 23, and that occurred on April 1st of 2007. So, we are ringing in the new year with a hype episode of Smackdown. Just a 4-match card, but we got a few things to go over. No theater long match 0 announcements, but we do have a segment for match number 1. It's a promo, not a match. You see here it says Fatal 4-Way. It is a docile 4-way. It is a pacifist 4-way. We got Carlito, CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, and Marcus Corvon. Marcus Corvon comes out to the ring. He starts the promo out, and he's talking about the Beat the Clock challenge. Jeff Hardy comes out, and he actually comes out to challenge Marcus Corvon for a shot at the United States Championship. Marcus Corvon is, babyface fighting champion, so he doesn't have a whole lot of qualms about defending his title against Jeff Hardy at an undisclosed time as of right now. CM Punk comes out to the Beat the Clock challenge, and CM Punk says, it's a good thing that you are optimistic about your United States Championship, because the Beat the Clock challenge is probably already a wrap, as I've already set the pace and I doubt that anyone's going to beat me. However, I would not mind to walk in the Royal Rumble as the United States Champion. So what do you say? You give me a shot at your title as well, or instead, either way. It doesn't matter if it's a one-on-one or a triple threat, because I'll come out on top. Crowd's loving it. Corvon is huge with the crowd. Jeff Hardy, obviously huge with the crowd. And CM Punk at this point in time, obviously huge with the crowd. Carlito, we hear the spit of the apple. Yes, that one. And Carlito comes out to join this promo fest, basically. And Carlito's like, hold on. I, too, am competing in the Beat the Clock challenge. But, I would also like to compete for the United States title, but I'm already booked for tonight. Corvon, you're booked in 2 weeks, or next week. What do you guys say that on January 17th we lock this thing in for a United States title match? That would be very cool. And Corvon, you know what, he looks around, he's looking at these 3 challengers, and then he looks back to the crowd, he kind of glances at the announce table, and the crowd is just popping, at the prospect of this Fatal 4-Way match. And so Corvon says, you know what, you're on. All 3 of you, all 3 of you motherfuckers are on for this championship match. And he says, just have Theodore Long book it, and then we're good. And Theodore Long doesn't make the appearance, but Theodore Long does make this match 2 weeks from now. So we set it up for 2 weeks from now. Marcus Corvon will defend his United States Championship against 3 of these gentlemen. So our first match of the night is going to be an exhibition match. Finlay versus Umaga. Finlay just came off of a nice little exhibition victory over Jeff Hardy and Carlito, funny enough. He doesn't get a United States Championship match, but he does get a match against Umaga to move up the rankings. That's what happens. He's stepping out of that mid-card realm, and he's going to take on Umaga, this Samoan savage. Match number 3, a tag team championship match. Randy Orton and Edge, rated RKO, defending their championships against Chris Masters and MVP. And boy, are we going to talk about Chris Masters and MVP. You saw the intro of what happened with Elijah Burke over the week, and boy, am I hyped to tell you. But we gotta get through the rest of this match because that is main event related. Match number 4, our Beat the Clock challenge, continues on with Carlito and William Regal. As of right now, CM Punk holds the time to beat at 5 minutes and 22 seconds. It's going to be a good one, folks. Carlito and Regal, it's going to be hard hitting. Can they defeat one another in the time frame is the big question here. Our main event, Bobby Lashley. Big Belt Bobby is invoking his rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's looking to once again become champion. This is a huge match, but we got to talk about what we saw with Elijah Burke first. To open up this show, we saw a snippet from Elijah Burke making an appearance on Raw, and he just laid it all out. And if you were watching 5 minutes ago, you saw exactly how he was exposing MVP and Mr. Kennedy's plan, allegedly. MVP, of course he shot that down. Absolutely not. That is not factual at all. No, sir. We talked about that at the beginning a little bit. But basically, MVP is throwing down basically on everything, on his whole integrity, on his mama nim, on everything, that Elijah Burke is just blowing smoke because he's upset that MVP used his poll to get Elijah Burke suspended. Bobby Lashley, he doesn't necessarily believe him, and MVP says, just watch. I'm going to help you win the World Heavyweight Championship back, and you're going to have nothing else to say, basically. And MVP is, pleading to Bobby Lashley that Elijah Burke, he might have been the one to attack Ray. He might have been the one to attack Bobby. Maybe it wasn't Ray, but MVP would rather be wrong and keep Bobby Lashley safe than play detective and run the risk of Bobby Lashley, getting attacked again or something like that. So Elijah Burke confesses, admits to being the one to attack Bobby Lashley, but he was hired to do it by MVP. So what motive would MVP have to take out Lashley anyway? We know they had brief interactions beforehand. So this is going to be a huge weight on Bobby Lashley's shoulders. Can he stay focused enough to give Mr. Kennedy the business? Because we know Bobby Lashley's defeated Mr. Kennedy once before. So it's going to be a big match, a big card, a big show. We're going to get on to it. Match number 1. This fatal 4-way, where it doesn't matter. Carlito picks up the dub. Nice little popularity boost for Carlito. It's just a promo. So I guess Carlito wins because he mentioned that it should be on January 17th, and we're locking it in for January 17th. Finley, Umaga, we're also simulating this match as well. And Finley with the win on paper. However, that is not the case here. That is not the case at all. Umaga brutally attacks Finley. Before he attacks him, he gets himself disqualified. He has beaten Finley on the ropes well excessively beyond the 5 count. And after that, he begins to attack him with it. Finley tries to grab a shillelagh in his own retaliation. However, Umaga gets it. He hits Finley with the shillelagh before ultimately hitting Finley with a Samoan spike. Gregory Helms is coming out to Finley's aid because Gregory Helms knows what this feels like. He definitely helps Finley, and Finley's able to get himself out of there, but not by a lot, because Umaga takes out Gregory Helms, and then Chavo comes out and brings Finley back to Umaga, delivering yet another Samoan spike. Umaga just beats the daylights out of Finley and really punishes Gregory Helms for trying to help out Finley as well. So that's the way this match goes. Finley gets the win via disqualification. Match number 3, it's our tag team championship match. We've got Chris Masters, we've got MVP taking on Randy Orton and Edge. And, you know, we've seen these guys go at it plenty of times. It is a legitimate title match, but we are going to simulate it in the sake of time. And we got the exact outcome that we were really, really hoping for, because it is a tag team match, or a title match in the gameplay. Rated RKO successfully defend their tag team champions, or their tag team championships once again. Here we see the layout of our Beat the Clock Sprint Challenge. CM Punk currently setting the precedent, 5:22 with the time to beat. Carlito and William Regal next in this matchup. If one of these gentlemen can beat 5:22, Carlito and William Regal, or Carlito or William Regal, will be the one to be the final entrant in the Royal Rumble. Let's find out who it is. It's next.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And here comes Carlito.
On the way to the
And
ring,
spit of the apple, we all know who that is.
from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds,
Carlito.
Carlito.
Looking to become the number 30 entrant if he could pull off a quick heist on William Regal. Honestly, this is going to be a good match. A real technical bout, I would anticipate anyway. Because Carlito's a little bit of the man. William Regal, former United States champion within the series here. Very accomplished in RL, but we're not talking about RL. Talking about our own kayfabe. But we're going to move on. Check out the boy William Regal. And here he comes. That man,
And the opponent,
William Regal,
from Blackpool, England,
looking all good and
weighing
proper
245
as he makes his way onto the ring.
William Regal.
As mentioned before, the former United States champion with the infamous reign of 1 week, 7 days. But a formidable competitor nonetheless. If he doesn't win the Beat the Clock Challenge, it certainly would be an upset if he does. But he might really give Carlito some problems and be able to survive and outlast that 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And here we are, 5:22 with the time to beat Carlito and William Regal. These guys are going to go after one another. You already know William Regal, the former United States champion. Carlito, the hungry competitor on Smackdown, looking to make a name. And if he can become that man to win the Royal Rumble, that's going to be a huge stepping stone, and it's going to go a long way for him. Nice inverted DDT there. Okay, getting right into it. Okay, rope break, but Carlito's got the right idea. You want to get that pinfall as nice clothesline. You want to get that pinfall as quick as you can. Carlito getting out of it there. Okay, nice drop toe hold there by William Regal. And William Regal, honestly, I gotta say, man, William Regal is not the favorite to win this tournament or this challenge, because William Regal has that slow pace where he just beats you up, where he just whoops your ass for a little while. He has that slow burn, you know, that mat style brawling technique. Oh my goodness, that looked pretty, but it really just hurt the wrist. I mean, that's gonna hurt the man, but he's a southpaw. Carlito, I'm pretty sure he did it to his right hand. Nice flapjack there. But yeah, William Regal, not the most favorable fighting style for this type of event. You go 1, 2. Oh, I thought we were gonna have a 3 there for a second, but Carlito, yes sir. Oh, big chop there, nicely done. And William Regal.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed. I didn't say I'm not disappointed.
These guys going back and forth, not letting one another get a whole lot in on them. Just shoving. Okay, there's a clothesline. Carlito, you gotta pick up the pace. We're at 2 minutes and 22 seconds have elapsed in this match. 3 minutes to go.
Say what you will about William Regal.
And a takedown there. I don't hate it. It's doing damage. It's a move. It's getting William Regal off his feet, but these guys are just going back and forth with one another. I don't know if it's okay. Nope. William Regal, see, getting out of trouble. Carlito getting back up, and Carlito's just elusive, evasive, getting. Okay, reverse atomic drop. Okay, nope. William Regal again. These guys are gonna get themselves in serious trouble if they cannot get it figured out. Okay, Carlito, and he's doing these quick roll-ups to catch William Regal off guard, and he's doing them so close to the ropes that he's not doing himself any favors. Okay, Carlito, what you doing? Going for a big drop kick. Very nice. Very nice. And just, oh my goodness, the corkscrew crossbody. There you go, Carlito. Going for some big impacts now. Climbing up way up. Oh, missile drop kick, buddy. Missile drop kick. Oh my gosh. What is going on? William Regal, I didn't know you had that in you. And Regal, again, the slippery dog. I'm punching him to the back of the head. Are these guys going to be able to finish this match? Remember, if they don't necessarily need to finish the match. If they don't get to 522, Carlito get taken out again. If they don't win the match in less than 522, this match will just end automatically. Carlito off the rope. Okay, no, William Regal caught him. Just neutralized what was going on there.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest
No, Carlito. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Can he? Okay, nope. I thought he might have kept with the pin. He's going for the pin there, but again, a rope break. Carlito, your ring awareness needs some work, brother. What's going on? No, Carlito. Okay, he's going again for the Hurricane Rana. Now he's going to punch him in the head this time. Did he go for the 1, 2, 3? 1, 2. And William Regal again. This man can't be stopped. He's kicking out a million times. And Carlito, he doesn't even know what to do. He had him picked up for a second and he just stood there. He's like, fuck, man, what do I do? What do I do? And Carlito, here we go. Moonsault looks like a big moonsault. Can he get the 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, and no! William Regal again with the hip thrust and 2-1, and this match is over. We do not get a victory here. Neither of them move on. And it's still CM Punk. Well, folks, a little anticlimactic, and Carlito and Regal get a do not finish. Unfortunate for those two gentlemen. However, that's the way it goes on this Beat the Clock challenge. If you don't get it done fast enough, you don't move on. So CM Punk still the current leader with the time to beat of 5:22. That leaves us with our main event. Bobby Lashley challenging for the World Heavyweight title. This main event is next, and it's going to be big.
The following contest
Here he
is
comes.
scheduled for one fall.
Big Bell Bobby does not look pleased, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I kidding? Gentlemen.
Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds.
But Bobby Lashley, he hits that point and he becomes one with the crowd, whether the crowd wants to become one with him or not. And he makes his way onto the ring. He hits that zone and he becomes nearly unstoppable is what he really becomes. Forget one with the crowd, he becomes an Miss Kennedy better come correct here. He's got to pin Bobby Lashley or make him submit to retain that championship. And I gotta give it to him, man. It looks damn good on Mr. Kennedy. Despite that belt looking like dog shit because of this game. But it looks good on Mr. Kennedy. I like to see it. It's unfortunate we never got the chance. I honestly imagine he probably would have gotten the WWE Championship. I think it would have maybe fit him a little bit better. I don't know if they would have taken off John Cena at the time, or if they really would have just had Edge's push go to him back then. But anyway, we're gonna get real quiet for the champion's first intro.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy!
We got Lashley, and we got Kennedy, and we got a World Heavyweight Championship. Let's go. Oh, no. Kennedy says, And Bobby Lashley just taunts him a little bit. Okay, I like that.
What are you talking about?
Kennedy says,
I
no,
see a
I
dominant
see what you're
superstar
trying to
who's
do.
rallying his
And I've seen it
capacity
before,
crowd
and I'm
behind
not
him.
going to let you do that. And Kennedy again goes out of the ring.
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about
flips him off.
arrogant. It's sickening.
Do a fist bump.
Look at him. He's just radiating confidence. And he's got a lot to be
Kennedy doing his
confident
little
about.
taunt. Bobby Lashley doing his little taunt. Kennedy said, oh, I'm going to grab a chair. I'm going to grab a chair. He said, yeah, what you going to do if I have a chair, bitch?
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight. Talk about adding insult to injury. And these
Kennedy playing some
love it.
serious mind games with Bobby Lashley acting like a real bitch. And he goes back inside once Lashley comes out. And Kennedy says, yeah, I don't need the chair. I'm just going to fuck. Oh, damn it. But Kennedy was trying to come at Bobby Lashley. It didn't work. And now he's like, oh, what the fuck. Back up, brother.
Man, what a match. Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit
these guys
off
are
and
just
get down
going
to
back and
business?
forth. There we
He
go.
is
Kenny
getting down to
finally
business.
gets himself
He's
the
in
upper hand.
sports
And now he's just going
entertainment
at it.
business, isn't he?
Okay.
He dodged that bullet.
He was one step ahead on that one.
Okay, but Bobby Lashley taking control of Mr. Kennedy now. Mr. Kennedy trying to get out of danger. And he does get himself out of some trouble.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally
Nicely done,
nothing left to give.
Oh, what are you doing?
And that's
Okay,
the
with the
attitude
next
you
sweep.
have to take to win. You know that your opponent
And Kennedy is
isn't gonna
all
hold anything
over
back,
Bobby
and
Lashley at
You
this
can't afford to
He is
either.
all over
I'd
him.
love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Oh, okay, but Bobby Lashley throws him over the top rope and then just goes right back into
wish
his
he
little
spent
stance.
this time going after his opponent.
Little shit that
I think
he
you're
does,
wrong about
man.
that. I think
Okay,
this
we're
is going
taking
to
it
make his
outside of the
victory
ring.
tonight
Nice
that
big
much
chop
sweeter.
there by Bobby Lashley. Mr. Kennedy reversing, but Bobby Lashley reversing Mr. Kennedy. It just goes back
Night
and
after
forth.
night,
here,
the
folks.
WWE
These two
superstars
are
never
very
fail
familiar
to
with one
amaze.
another.
Looks like
Nicely
he's planning on
done
using
by
that
Mr.
security
Kennedy.
barricade.
Dropping him
Man,
on
this
his
crowd is really swelling this
Okay,
guy's
not on
head.
his head. On
There's
his
no doubt
gut.
that these
Excuse
fans
me.
love him, and he's
Taking
feeding
the
off
air
that
out of
energy right
Bobby
now.
Lashley. Okay. Bobby Lashley just pushing him down.
This match
Pushing
proves
him
without
back.
a doubt why SmackDown's
And he
the
says, "You wanna push
dominant
me back?
brand
Fine,
of
I'll get out
sports
the ring."
entertainment.
I can't help but agree,
think it's
partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Mr.
Even
Kennedy,
if
the
you
champ,
did, you'd
Mr.
have to
Kennedy,
hear about puppies
with a
and
whole
government
different
death,
swagger, a whole
pandering
different
to the
aura
crowd.
around him.
Nothing
Hitting
wrong with
Bobby
keeping
Lashley
the paying
with his
customers happy
superplex
while you
here.
build some momentum.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it.
Now that's the way to
And
do
Mr.
it. Let
Kennedy
your opponent
is just
know who's boss.
Feeling
Or you
himself
can just
a little
keep
bit now that
posturing
he
and
is
give your
champion.
opponent time to
But
recover.
again, He's got to beat Bobby Lashley.
Wow,
You know, you can
great
do some
reversal.
offense to Bobby, but he can take a lot of punishment, and he can dish out even more. So if you're
I hope
gonna
this
if
isn't
you're
the
gonna
last
be going
time
up
we see
against
these
Bobby Lashley, I
superstars
don't know
face
if
off.
Tree of
I don't
Woes,
say this too often, but I
Trees of
completely
Woe are the
agree with
best
you. This
thing
has all the
for you
makings of a
necessarily.
Nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
He's gonna fight out of
Hey,
it, man.
watch
dude.
your language.
Okay,
This is a
the world's
family
ugliest spine
I said
buster. There it
exasperate.
is.
Not, oh, never mind.
Bobby, oh my gosh, just lifting him up by his fucking Achilles, brother.
These
That is
fans have
something
certainly
else.
rallied around Bobby Lashley, and it's not hard to see why.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Here it is. He's
Kenny,
building
what
up
are you
ahead of
doing,
Steve,
brother?
and he's
Oh,
about to
vertical
let his
suplex here.
opponent have it.
Yep.
And
Okay,
his
no,
opponent
dropping
is
him onto the
smart. He'll
brainbuster.
get that, but this
Very
is stupid.
nice.
Why is he risking
Okay, we
everything
see him up
by
on the
going
top rope.
out
Funny,
there?
we see him
He's
up on
got
the
this-
top
I
rope.
think
He's
we're
going
about to
back
see
up
a
on the top
high-risk
rope.
move from the top
And
rope.
then he says no. I don't know. And he's just mocking Bobby Lashley. Just
These
mocking him.
superstars
And then
have
he
been
punches
given
him
it
in the dick.
everything they've got all
Right now, it's probably
They
right
sure
now in
have,
the pubic region.
and that's
but
where the superb conditioning of the
Instead of
funnier to
pandering
say.
to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Nice running DDT reversal by Bobby. Bobby is just not letting Mr. Kenny
This
get any kind
superstar
of
is
ring
all
momentum
fired
at all.
up, and so is
setting
this
up for maybe
capacity
some kind of
crowd.
fallaway slam.
Yeah,
Mr.
well,
Kenny's
one mistake
wiggling
and
like
we're
a
going to
little
see that
worm,
fire put
like a
out
little snake,
pronto.
like a worm with a
The adrenaline is
mustache.
pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see. He's stalking his opponent from the
Kennedy
top
once
turnbuckle.
again finding himself, and he says, "What's up, brother? You like it when I do this? Because I like it."
Mr. Kennedy's my kind of superstar. He'll tell you exactly what he thinks
Peter
of you,
loves to
and
do
then
that.
he'll back it up in the
Big
ring.
DDT, very
He certainly
smooth
isn't shy
there.
about sharing his
Kennedy
opinions,
was like,
that's for
okay,
sure.
maybe I can
But
get out of here with
On
that
the
move.
mat,
And
shoulders
no, sir.
down. This
It's a
could
rope
be
break.
it.
Nicely done. Not nicely done, actually.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious. which
Oh, okay.
one
Big
is
running
going.
DDT. There you
Oh,
go.
really?
Get the pin
Are you
there.
willing to go
That's the
out on a-
1, 2,
And
3
here's
right
the
there.
cover.
Eyes are shut. 1, 2, and we got the. Oh my goodness. Bobby Lashley kicks out of the
Bobby
1, 2,
Lashley
3.
is about as impressive
And
a
we
specimen
thought-
as
we
there
thought it
is
was all over
in
there, folks.
WWE.
We thought it was
Oh, yeah?
all over
He looks
there.
great on paper, but I want to see how he does here tonight before I start calling him the next big thing.
Oh, big back body drop. Excuse me.
There are a lot of superstars in the back who'd like to shut Ken Kennedy's
Kennedy
mouth once
fighting
and
out
for
of it.
all.
There's a
Once
huge
again.
difference between
And we
wanting
saw it
to
in
do
that triple threat.
and
Kenny
being
gets
able
real
to
comfortable
pull it
throwing
off.
people into the turnbuckle, into the corners, and as much as possible. Oh, but he's coming up. He's coming for that big boot. There it is. My gosh. That is
That's for
devastating.
sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match.
He's showing absolutely
now, once
no
again, he's
respect
feeling
for his
himself.
opponent.
Yeah, and his
Why?
opponent isn't doing anything about it. What does
Okay, we
that
gotta talk
tell
about
you?
kayfabe, guys. We gotta talk about kayfabe. So, Bobby Lashley. Oh no. Oh no. Bobby Lashley
So
says, "You're
great
not
seeing
gonna
these
get me
superstars in
disqualified,
competition
motherfucker."
here tonight.
But basically,
I had a feeling they're gonna
Mr. Kennedy's
wind
gonna
up
get
against
himself
each other
disqualified.
sooner
He's not
or
gonna get
later.
himself
God, what a
disqualified though.
chair
There's
shot.
deeper
Yeah.
story than that. And what happens? You see MVPs on that right side. You see MVPs on the side of Mr. Kennedy. That son of a bitch. So here's what goes down. MVP is out to help Bobby Lashley. He makes it clear that he's out to help Bobby Lashley, and he shows that through his actions throughout the match. And he's actually doing a very beneficial. He's being good help, basically. You know, Kennedy's coming with his A game right now. He's taking being champion very seriously. But MVP is trying to hit Mr. Kennedy with a chair, so it seems. However, MVP misses and hits Bobby Lashley. Ultimately, the ref calls for the bell, so Bobby Lashley wins by DQ. Mr. Kennedy, his hands are clean, and MVP just yonks Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley's not unconscious, he's not knocked out, But boy, is he angry. He is fuming. And again, it looks like MVP has cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. So after the match, Mr. Kennedy is, looking for his title belt. And MVP's trying to get out the ring, or out of Dodge. And Bobby Lashley just grabs him and pulls him back in and is just visibly absolutely shaken and angry and just overcome with anger and these negative emotions. MVP is like, brother, what are you doing? Get off me, chill. We've been boys for a long time. We've gone through a lot, the chair's like right there in the ring, and Bobby Lashley looks down at it, and he looks at MVP, and then he lets go at MVP. And then he's just kind of like looking down, processing everything that just happened. He just lost his World Heavyweight title. And then MVP yonks him, claps the boy with that steel chair. And MVP goes and raises the hand of Mr. Kennedy. So it looks like MVP and Mr. Kennedy have somehow aligned with one another. And you know what? I think Elijah Burke may have been right. MVP had some dastardly devious intentions from the jump, it seems, and they have finally carried out after Lashley has basically turned his back on the rest of the locker room to align himself with Chris Masters and MVP, alienating himself from everybody else. And now he's got nobody but himself. But that's kind of his fault. That is Lashley's fault. But that is our episode of Smackdown, everybody. We got some weekly shenanigans to figure out, of course. But other than that, we just got to get some work done to get next week presented to you. So let's go check out WWE.com. Let's get to, New Year's Revolution. That's not going to be good for us. That is not going to be good for us, but let's check it out. The Hangover. Okay, Raw only gets 50,000 fans after the pay-per-view. At least they got fans. ECW's got everybody in a stranglehold. And then I say that, and then they produce a 2.5-star show. Raw with 3.5 stars. SmackDown, give me like 4, baby. Give me like 4. 3 stars? You're getting a little brutal on me there. Fan support. SmackDown 2.5. I don't know where. Raw jumps ahead of ECW though, at the expense of me. That's really unfortunate. I just slid down for. Maybe it was the King Booker giving away King Booker and Snitsky and Sabu. That definitely could have done me in, possibly. But there's not much I can say about it now. Edge and Randy Orton, number 1 in SmackDown of all of WWE. Rey Mysterio, number 2, despite being suspended and out of action for quite a while. William Regal took a draw, but he is number 4. Gregory Helms, out of action, stays at number 5. These power rankings are interesting and, quite frankly, sus. I've never really said that before, but I feel like it's appropriate because it just, what the hell is going on here? But that's what the hell is going on here, I guess. So, we're going to move on. Let's check out the roster. Maga's at 72 popularity, huh? I wonder what happened. Okay, well, I got somebody to send on some dates, though, that's for sure. Finley, Hardy. I'm intentionally not trying to keep everybody too high now at this point. Mainly because of that debacle. The Snitsky debacle really kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. We've got nobody at 1 week, so that's good stuff. Plenty of money to sign everybody. Let's just get one signee. That is Chris Masters. Kane's still at 92. The boy. We'll just sign Kane for now. Make it a little bit easier when we do reach that week, because 4 and 5 guys in 1 week, that's difficult. That is difficult. Well, check out the current champions. We'll end you on this note. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been yet another episode of Smackdown. We are going to be working hard to pump out some episodes on this road to WrestleMania. We're going to try to get to WrestleMania with some real momentum built up to it. Royal Rumble is going to be big. That'll be interesting how we navigate how SmackDown vs. Raw does its thing to provide the most optimal presentation standpoint. I don't even think it lets you choose where everybody shows up, but we're just gonna see. And then No Way Out, we've got some big plans for No Way Out as well, guys. So thank you for making it to this point. You're a real one. I appreciate you sticking around. Stay tuned and take it easy.